Hello guys, Mr.orange here, and welcome back to a brand new video of City Skylines Xbox One Edition. So we are back in our beautiful big city of Orangewood, and in this video guys, we're gonna build something pretty amazing in this city, and I'm actually gonna show you what I'm talking about right here. So if you cannot see, we have this island right here, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and there's some, water pumping stations, and most of all, just this wind turbine in the middle of nowhere. So what I thought about doing in this video is actually building a little city right here, or maybe like a little town right here, because I'm actually gonna show you what I'm talking about right here. So what I thought about doing here is actually making a bridge right here that goes from our city in New Orange and actually connects all the way here towards this island. So what I thought about doing here is maybe making a town or maybe like a rich community or whatever like that. So pretty much we're gonna build that, and for the most part guys, let's actually get right into this video and actually see what can we do. So let me put the game in fast forward time like always, and let's actually get started with actually planning out this area. So the problem is, there's like a lot of traffic in our city, so the problem is we have to find a good area where we can maybe place a bridge to connect to our little island right here. So let's see, what type of bridge should we make? We could maybe make a bicycle lane bridge or something like that. Let's actually maybe take out a 4-lane road with a bicycle lane. That would be kind of a good idea. So let me actually take out a free roam tool, and then let's actually get started with actually making a bridge right here. But it's gonna be a pretty long one and a pretty expensive one, so we have to get ready for it. So let me just do this right here. So that looks actually pretty good, not lying. And then let's actually try to do something like this right here. So we're gonna try to line it up a little bit here and just make it a little bit perfect like this. So how does that look like? Okay, that actually looks very cool. Wow. But like, this is actually kind of ridiculous. I don't know about you guys out there, but that looks pretty ridiculous. That's so cool. Oh my god, okay, that looks pretty amazing. So let's actually get started with actually planning out this area. So let me take out a let me take out a 2-lane road with bicycle lanes, because why not? People can cycle around everywhere. So let's actually get started with actually placing our first little grid right here. Or actually, let me take out a straight little road. And let's actually make a very long road that actually goes towards here. And then we're gonna make another one that actually goes towards here. Okay, that's kind of too close. There you go, that's perfect. And then let's actually try to do something like this maybe. There you go, that's perfect. And then we're gonna make one right here, if we can. No, it doesn't look like. It's not letting me do it. So let's see. There we go. That's perfect. That's actually pretty good. There you go. And then we're gonna place one right here. And there you go, nice and simple, and nice and good looking. Okay, that's kind of too close. Just let me try to do this right here. Okay, that's a little bit too close. There, that looks perfect. So, there you go, and then we can maybe place another one maybe all the way back here, maybe. There you go. So, that's actually looking pretty good. It looks not bad. And let's actually make it a very long road. Let's actually try to make very long grids of roads right here. Actually, let's actually get started with actually just making this right here. So, the problem is, let's actually make a district first, because that would be kind of a good idea. So, let's actually take out a large one, because this is going to be a very big district, a little bit of a bigger district than normally. So, let's try to make this district so big as we can. And just zone this whole area with this new district. There you go. And so what is this called? Willow Park. I don't know about that. If you guys have any names for this little, for this little city or maybe this little rich community, put some comments down below and maybe I will read them and maybe put it in this city, because yeah, it would be kind of amazing of you guys if you have any names for this little, city or whatever little town I'm actually gonna build here. So let's actually just do this right here while we are just doing some stuff here, and I think that looks pretty good. But let me just make this a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Let me just trim this a little bit of this area right here, because it doesn't look that organized. There you go. That doesn't look that bad. There you go. And I think this is looking pretty good for right now. So let's actually get started with actually zoning some people. But the problem is, what actually buildings should we actually zone here? Should we actually zone like very small residential buildings, or maybe just like, I don't know. Should I actually zone high residential buildings? I don't know. Should I actually zone like bigger buildings? I think, let's say I'm actually gonna do this, because why not? We're gonna have another little city right here. So let's just zone this whole area right here with some people. And then we can maybe place some commercial buildings. That would be kind of a good idea. So let's just zone this little area right here with just some people. And let's actually maybe de-zone this little area, because I thought about maybe building some commercial shops and whatever like that. So let me just take out a brush right here and just make this a little bit smaller. There you go. And maybe we could place some commercial buildings maybe on this little road right here. Or actually, this is actually a pretty big road if you cannot see. Like, look how big is this bridge. Like, that's actually pretty amazing. Like, this looks so amazing. I'm not lying, guys. This looks pretty amazing. So, let's see. Let me take out a... Let's actually make some very big commercial buildings right here on this little avenue. Or actually, what is this? Is this a 4-lane road? I think it's a 4-lane road. Yeah, that's a 4-lane road. So, I don't see any people building, but while they're not building, we're actually going to get started with actually placing and just making more thingies right here. More buildings. So let's see, let me just make this a little bit bigger right here. So, let's say I'm actually gonna do this right here. There you go, and then let's try to make this right here. And, oh, I see some commercial buildings building, so that's a very good thing to see. And there you go, and then let's actually make one right here maybe. Okay, that's a little bit, doesn't look that great. Yeah, I maybe have to fix that some video. Or actually, can we actually maybe make this a little bit better? Hang on. I'm actually gonna try to make this work right here. Yeah, that doesn't look that great. I need to fix this a little bit. Oh, we have a problem right here? For some reason people are complaining about power. Okay, it doesn't look like... For some reason it says something about power right here. Oh, we actually forgot about something here. Oops. Okay, that's kind of a problem. Let me just give them some water, because otherwise they're gonna complain a little bit. And that's kind of a bad thing for our little town. Or actually, it's gonna be a little city right here. So let's try to make this work a little bit and just make some water pipes. There we go. We're gonna get some water, don't worry. And in the meantime, we can just put our game in fast forward time. So our population is gonna grow. There you go. You get a little bit of water, and you get a little bit of water, and then you get a little bit of water. Perfect. So, and maybe these people can have some water. There you go. And then let's actually maybe just zone this whole area with water. Actually, let's actually give all these people maybe some water. That would be kind of a good idea. So there we go. And there we go, if we can. There you go. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, the problem is they don't have any power. So let's actually give them some power. Or some kind of power, you know, thingy right here. Actually, let's actually make a power line that actually goes all the way from here. That actually connects all the way towards here. Actually, should we actually maybe make like a wind, just a random wind turbine right here? You know, why not? Let's just make a little wind turbine right here. Okay, that's gonna annoy our people a little bit with the noise pollution, but still, you know, they're gonna have some power, because otherwise they cannot live here. So let me just de-zone that, and let's actually try to find a, you know, opportunity where we can actually maybe make this work a little bit. Let's see, what can we do here? Yeah, that doesn't look that straight right here. Yeah, we have to maybe do something about this. You know, that actually looks not bad, but still, like, it doesn't look that good right now. Actually, can we actually make this... No, we can. Okay, that's kind of a small problem. Can we actually maybe make a curvy little road right here? Let's try to do something like this, maybe. If we can. Yeah, I don't know about this. You know, don't worry, guys. I will maybe fix this in some video. Hope this is gonna be fixed. But, okay. Let's don't worry about that. And let's actually wait till some people are gonna move in. And most of all, do all that good stuff and whatever like that. So, wow, look at this bridge. Like, it's so beautiful. Actually, I really like this bridge. Wow, that looks so cool. I don't know about you guys out there, but this looks so cool. So this is going to be our main little bridge that actually goes to our very small little city that we are still planning out and whatever like that. So that's a very good thing to see. People are moving in. Oh, I see some actually people moving in right here. The Foggy Residence. Okay. Interesting names, interesting combinations. So that's going to do the job for right now. Let's see. What can we do here? We could maybe give them some services. Maybe a medical clinic. That would be kind of a good idea. So let's say I'm actually gonna place a clinic right here, maybe. And then maybe a fire station would be kind of a good idea. So let's say I'm actually gonna give them a fire station right here, and maybe a police station. Let's actually place it right here, maybe. There you go. Perfect. So, okay, the problem is they don't have enough power, looks like. Oh, actually, they have enough power, so there you go. But okay, I have to fix it. You know, I have to mess around with these roads a little bit because they look a little bit crooked and whatever like that. So, yeah, I maybe have to mess around with that in some video. But okay, that's gonna do the job for right now. So, how's our city doing? How's our thingy doing right here? Okay, I see a lot of dead bodies. Wow, what is going on here? So many dead bodies right here. A lot of burnt down buildings right here for some reason. Okay, the city's actually kind of doing a little bit bad, not lying. There's a lot of dead bodies and whatever like that. Just, you know, a lot of bad things going on here. Yeah, I think our city's doing kind of, I don't know. It's doing kind of, not good today. But I hope it's gonna get a little bit better. So, city's doing okay. Our little city right here is actually expanding and getting a little bit bigger today. That's a very good to see, good thing to see. I'm actually gonna put the game a little bit slower because it's kind of a little bit too fast. So let's see. What can we do here? We could maybe try to do something here. Actually, can we fix this somehow? I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually gonna do here. But let's see. We could maybe give them some elementary schools. That would be kind of a good thing to have here. So let's say I'm actually gonna place an elementary school right here, maybe. There you go. So they're gonna have a simple little elementary school right here, so they can pretty much learn and do all those great things. And for the most part, that's gonna do the job for right now. Okay, so everything is doing very good. Everything is doing very, very slowly, but you know, it's getting there. So, how's our power and sewage doing? Okay, that's doing pretty good. We don't have to worry about that. Actually, how's our power doing? Okay, that's actually doing pretty good. We don't have to worry about that. And we have more abandoned buildings for some reason. And there you go. But okay, everything is doing very, you know, our city is doing pretty okay, but not perfectly, because there's a lot of people complaining about everything, you know, fires and a lot of dead bodies and just a lot of sick people. But you know, for the most part, you know, our city is doing slowly. It's you know, it's doing its job. Its job pretty much. So, let's see. So that's doing pretty good. I don't know what to do here. Let's see. Do we have actually crematoriums? That would be kind of a good idea. So let's actually maybe give them a crematorium, just to be for sure they're not gonna complain about dead bodies or whatever like that. So let's say I'm actually gonna place a crematorium like right here, maybe. There you go. So you're gonna have a crematorium. So, our little town right here of Willow Park is actually kind of getting bigger. If you guys have any names for this little city I'm actually gonna build right here, you know, put the comments down below. And pretty much like that. So everything is upgrading, everything is doing very good, growing and like, you know, doing casual things. Okay, I don't know what to do here. We could maybe... Actually, I have a pretty good idea right here. Let's actually try to do something like this right here. Let me see. Let me make a straight road right here. And just make something like this right here. It's actually... I maybe have a good idea right here. Let me see. There you go. Let me actually try to do something right here. Okay, that doesn't work for some reason. Can we do something like this? No. Actually, yes. There you go. Actually, can we actually make this a little bit smaller? A little bit compact. There you go. So, okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's gonna work out. There you go. And actually, that doesn't look that bad. So let's actually maybe zone some more people in here. So there you go. I'm actually gonna pause the game for a second right here because I'm actually gonna zone this little bit of this area. So let me take out a fill-in tool right here. And just, okay, I don't want any small buildings. I want high density residential buildings or whatever like that. Let's see. We could maybe place here, 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 and here. And let's actually zone in this whole area with people, pretty much. There you go. So, nice and compact, nice and very nice looking right here. Nice, nice, nice. This is looking very good. So, it's looking pretty good, and let's actually maybe put some commercial shops. That would be kind of a good thing, because otherwise they're gonna complain about commercial shops. You know, they don't have any commercial shops on this island, because that would be kind of a bad idea if there were not any commercial shops in this area right here. So let me put the game in normal time. Actually, I'm actually gonna pause the game because, wow, look at this sun. Okay, look at this sunrise. Okay, that looks pretty beautiful. But let me see. Do they actually give everything that they needed? I think we could maybe play some parks. That would be kind of a good idea. Let's see. Can we actually give them maybe some parks? Maybe a park with trees. Actually, that's a little bit too big. Maybe a plaza. Actually, do we have anything a little bit better? Plaza with trees would be kind of a good idea. Let's say I'm actually gonna place it maybe somewhere around here, maybe. Or maybe here, maybe? Can we actually place it here? I don't know. We could maybe just, you know, just plop it right here, maybe. There you go. So that's actually maybe gonna make some people happy. A very good thing to see. But for the most part, guys, what I'm actually do is actually end off this video here, because we pretty much did what we needed to do. But don't worry, guys, we're gonna do more stuff in this little city that we're still developing. And for the most part, guys, let me just have a nice little view right here of our new little city right here. Let me actually take a very nice view of this bridge and this little new city that I'm actually building here. Wow, that actually looks pretty beautiful. So what I'm actually do, guys, is actually end out this video here. Make sure to like, subscribe. It would be amazing if you could do that. That would be pretty amazing of you. And you guys, see you in the next video. Bye.